Aid trucks engulfed in flames, struck by Russian army drones. On October the 14th, a UN convoy set out to deliver aid to a village near Kherson. 2 trucks were left at the entrance to the village, and that's exactly where they were targeted. 3 Russian suicide drones slammed into the aid vehicles. And the attack didn't stop there, even though the trucks were clearly marked as belonging to the UN. A Russian surveillance drone recorded the scene from a distance. Luckily, no one was inside the trucks at the time of the attack. Andrea De Domenico was part of that humanitarian mission.
On a eu une frappe à 150 mètres de camion. Les chauffeurs des camions ont descendu les camions, sont montés dans le véhicule blindé et ont quitté la zone. Ils se sont éloignés et sont venus où nous étions. Après, on est reparti voir les camions. On a remarqué que les cabines de chacun des camions avaient été frappées pour quelque chose qui est en train d'être investigé. Nous, les Nations Unies ne font aucun, je répète, ne font aucun mouvement dans la ligne de front sans informer les parties. On informe les Ukrainiens et on informe les Russes.
Aid workers aren't the only ones under attack in Kherson. Russian drones strike the city on a daily basis. This footage shows a Russian drone hitting a fire truck, while this one drops explosives on a bus. In another video, workers repairing a roof are hit by artillery fire directed by a drone. Russian military bloggers linked to the army share hundreds of videos like these from Kherson, often before any official sources. They reveal the unfolding of a brutal campaign against the city's residents. Kherson is caught between Russian and Ukrainian forces. The Dnipro River now stands as the only dividing line. A no-man's land has formed along its banks. Kherson's location so close to the front line makes it extremely vulnerable to Russian strikes. Since its recapture by Ukraine, the city has been under constant artillery fire. The online investigative group Tuchny documents Russian military activity around Kherson. Drones now account for roughly half of all Russian projectiles hitting the city. The red dots mark civilians hit by drone strikes between January 2024 and October 2025. Since October 2024, 161 civilians have been killed and nearly 1,200 more have been wounded. We spoke to one of the group's investigators, who asked to remain anonymous.
For a year and a half, drones have been used to deliberately target civilians and emergency services. The Russians want to punish the people of Kherson because they were forced to leave the city in November 2022, partly as a result of civilian resistance. It's fairly easy for them to terrorize the civilian population, and it's cheaper to do so with drones than with multiple launch rocket systems or artillery, which are rarer and more expensive.
With the massive use of drones, Russian units on the far side of the river have imposed what they call a red zone. And Russian military bloggers are now openly threatening local residents.
Вся большегрузная техника, вне зависимости от груза, приоритетная цель. Микроавтобусы, грузовики, техника с прицепом – все, что так или иначе может перевозить грузы в город и по городу, следует уничтожать.
The Russian drone teams have even issued a curfew.
В ночное время гражданского транспорта на улицах Херсона нет. Любое передвижение – законная цель.
The warning came with this video showing a Russian projectile flying at night, targeting a truck and striking it. Civilians have had to adapt to survive. A Telegram group now warns residents in real time when drones are spotted overhead. Dozens of alerts are posted every day. Across the city, cafes hand out leaflets explaining how to stay safe when drones are nearby. But the most important and most expensive tools are the detectors. These handheld devices intercept a drone's video signal and show in real time exactly what its camera sees. They're about the size of a walkie-talkie, and they can save lives. In some cases, civilians try to survive by surrendering. In this video, a man driving near Kherson spots a drone. He steps out of his car and raises his hands to show he's not a soldier. The drone lands nearby, and he makes the sign of the cross and drives away alive. Drones are also targeting key energy infrastructure. Wind turbines on the outskirts of Kherson have also been hit. Drones are now part of every battle around Kherson. According to the UN Commission of Inquiry on Ukraine, Russian drone operators have carried out civilian killings that may amount to crimes against humanity. That's it for this week. As always, you can find more on our social media and on the Observer section of France 24's website. See you next time.